That's ISO.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. Look at my posters, say now, I've been humble.
You might butt heads and everybody thinks they're right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're all family. It's all good, you know, and no, I don't hate Cross. I do not. But if it's between him and me being right, you know, the Stacey and me was like, wait a minute now, you know, is this gonna be just her thing? She's always wrong, or she's always. But the point is, the real thing is, for the hero to be right, you know, the hero sometimes has to come against conflict of it and to be so nervous. So it wasn't until I put it with acting that I actually felt comfortable doing it. And so when I became a character, I actually enjoyed it. So without the acting, I don't like singing as much. So I say that the acting would take the number one, because I've done a lot of guest stars here and there, but to be able to take a character and see her develop over a full season, and even, you know, we have season 2 as well. You guys know that. Secret. I share it with you. So if you like season 1, season 2 is right behind it. It should be coming soon because we've already done that. But it was thrilling to be able to grow with the character. And
Maria loves you.
What's up, sugar? It's 2 John. Maria loves you. Happy anniversary, you lucky motherfucker.
Cross, this is Gilbert.
Bruh.
Damn, I forgot to take the cup.
Bruh.
Take the cap cut off, Joe. I forgot to take the cap cut off. But anyway, what's good, everybody? It is your Shine, and we are here for another week of crosstalk with VACAY-JayTV, as well as Monique 69 Waves. What's good, y'all?
Hey. Dope intro.
We starting off
I don't know what to
right,
expect.
boy.
Every time her intro, I'll be like, is I in it? Oh my goodness.
Salute to Tika Deshawn, man. Shout out to Stacy. And shout out to Tika for the intro.
Yeah, shout out to Stacy.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. And look, Maria loves you,
it has been copyright inspected. I have checked it out, so we should be good to go. Shouldn't kick back no issues.
I love the surprises.
I apologize.
Life's too short. You need surprises like that to make you laugh. It's all about the laugh. It's all about joy. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping.
Look.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, y'all. But with that being said, we want to go ahead and get this thing started. Before we completely get started, let's go ahead and check in with the comments. Shout out to Candy Love, of course, number one. She was number one on the scene tonight, y'all. So thank you, Candy, for tapping in. We absolutely appreciate you. Definitely DeMarcus Vaughn came through. What up? As Jay would say, thank y'all so much for tapping in. Now, I see some of y'all out there, you don't like to talk, but that's okay. It's all right. We don't mind you watching. So thank you for tapping in. Make sure you hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. We absolutely appreciate it on all 3 channels, okay?
Word.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Whole squad ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Here we go. On the last episode, at this whole dining setup, this is like them preparing for Ed Ramsey's fabulous dinner that he was about to have. Of course, there's a place that for Alex. There's a place setting for Elliot, and definitely, of course, Mr. Ed Ramsey himself has a whole place setting. But what was up with the little black kid singing? Like, what was going on? Anybody have any thoughts on the? Yeah, I'm like,
I was tripping.
That threw me off.
I was tripping because I was like, this dude got like little black slaves singing for him. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? He got a whole plantation. Like, it was weird. It was weird.
It was weird.
It was weird. They were
practicing. They paying to the room, but none but white people. I was like, yo.
It was weird, and even the bathroom scene was weird.
And I'm about to get to that. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I ain't gonna get to the whole thing because I don't want us to all get shut down. But
we want to see that.
Man getting his knob slopped. What's up with the mask? Like, this dude is certified.
Certified.
He is just freaking certified on a 10 times 12 of a level. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like, again, this is kind of like the whole, you know what they say, how like rich people do some like weird, crazy stuff because they can do it because they got money. This is an example of that right there. It's just, I mean, look, it's his birthday. The head job, okay, that I don't have a problem with that. It's the mask with the head job. That's the problem. This right here is the problem. I don't mind getting head on my birthday. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with no sloppy toppy on your birthday, but it's like, is it doing anything for him? Because poor girl, I hope she got paid well for being down there. So yeah,
Ed Ramsey got money. You know he gonna pay. The only person he ain't gonna pay is crazy dude.
Not crazy.
You know what I'm talking about. Cray,
yes,
Trey,
I know
Trey Cray. Yeah.
Bobby Cray.
Yeah.
Bobby Cray. Yeah. Bamboozled him.
Yeah.
I think the mask turned him on more so than getting head. That's what I think.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, what's up with this mask?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to figure out who is the mask supposed to be a image of, like, who is he portraying himself to be with this mask? Because we've seen him as he's on the dark web communicating with people with the same mask on, and I'm just like, what aliens is this one right here, y'all?
I'm still trying to figure out. That's what I'm like.
Yeah, it was one of the crazy people he admires. You know him. He a fanboy, right?
Right, for sure. Definitely a fanboy. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna see this moment where girl is about to get her teeth molded. You know, the last episode I don't think we mentioned it, but maybe we did, where he took
I mentioned it.
The hammer and clink, clink, clink on her teeth, and now he's forcing her to. Now she was a real G by holding up breath, but now he's forcing her to put this gook in her mouth so that she can mold it and get a new set of teeth that's going to model the crazy chick, the serial unaliver. Like, what's going on?
Weird.
Yeah, she tried. She been fighting. I'm gonna get her that. She is a fighter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Holding her breath. I couldn't even last a second.
Right.
No.
Right.
I'm like,
she going through it, man.
She must be a swimmer or something, because she can hold her breath.
That wasn't that long. No, it wasn't that long.
I don't know. I think she got a good.
Once her ass started turning red, it was a wrap.
Seconds out of there. She tried.
Right, she tried.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, at this whole, we're starting the introduction of everybody coming through at the party. We got the plastic surgeon, we got the council member or whatever, senator, whatever, that him and his wife. We got Pendleton and Buckley or something. I forgot his name, y'all. But then we got our favorite chief of police.
Your favorite, not mine.
Your favorite.
Not really.
Not my favorite.
Not at all. It's intense.
She's been terrible since the beginning. Like, I've been like, I don't like you. Get up out of here. Okay. Who's gonna take her out? Who's gonna take her out?
Right. Exactly.
But I'm side-eyeing her because I'm looking at her like these other people kind of are familiar with who Ed Ramsey truly is, but why is she so clueless? Or does she really know who he really is?
Yeah.
Guess that's a question. I'm sure that's a question for Steven too.
See 2. Yeah, I would say it's probably season 2.
Yeah. Again, since the beginning, I thought she was down with Ed Ramsey. I thought she was the one that was supplying him with whatever. I thought, you know, in her sick mind, I'm the chief and this guy got money. And it seems like, you know, like I said, like everybody's using everybody. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, in order for her to become the mayor, because, you know, she is aspiring to become a mayor, she got to move and shake and rub elbows with, you know, the who's who. Ed Ramsey seems to be the who's who knows who's who. And he got stuff on people. So that's why I thought, you know, because we watched the whole thing. I thought she was the traitor. I thought she was the one providing, you know, Ed Ramsey with all the crazy stuff. So
Right.
I mean, yeah, I thought so too, but still, I still don't like her, even though she's not the traitor.
Her attitude was just was just the worst. But, you know, again, her intention, you could tell her whole motive was, let me look good to the public. Let me clear this up. So yeah, exactly. So I can run for mayor. So I can, so I can just elevate whatever. So that was her motivation. Her motivation wasn't solving crimes. Her motivation was to look good. You know what I'm saying? That's what my man said. What he said, and we'll get to it. You know, once they, you know, ask him to give up his stuff. So you know, we'll get to that.
Absolutely. By the way, you guys, we're talking about Cross episode 5, which was entitled What Happens at Ramsey. And of course, that's something that he's going to say while everybody is coming into the room. And what happens at Ramsey stays at Ramsey. I'm like, oh, what a cult. Can we say a cult following in its in the whole? So
you stole that. He stole that from Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Definitely, absolutely. So okay, and I mean this whole everybody pretty much gonna use that same line, but to work to benefit them, and we're going to get to that because Alex is going to say something to that effect as well. But of course, in the room, this fine, sexy chocolate man walks in the room, and he feels like I know he feels like a whole outcast because he has an idea as to who Ed Ramsey really truly is, but it's like he can't say much. He jewels his girlfriend to get into this dysfunctional function, and he's just making his way through the crowd as Alex Cross does. Anybody have any particular thoughts on him, actually the way he came through the room and, you know, his introduction to Ed Ramsey by Ellie?
I mean, he looked good. He came in looking good. Sure. Chocolate. Came through looking good. You know, he came in like he owned the place, like he owned the room. So he definitely stood up. But he already met Ramsey, so
yeah, this was the second time of him actually meeting on this level with Ellie, because Ellie introduced him in like what, the first episode or whatever the case was. So yeah, he came through like, yo, I'm joking about it because the way you saying he coming through like, yeah, you know, I'm supposed to be here. Nah, he coming through like, yo, this is my show. That's the way he coming through like, yeah, this is my show. I'm gonna represent. You know what I mean? I know it's my show, but I'm supposed to be playing this character. But yeah, he, you know, Alex Cross always comes across, you know, solid, confident. I'm here, yeah, you know, how you doing? Da da da. But you know, he was there for a specific reason, and that's the conversation I think we missed was with him. Boxing or sparring with John and him telling John the whole plan for him to go up in there and kind of like, you know, investigate, see what's going on from that perspective instead of telling the chief and telling the, you know, whoever, and they just run up in there and he keeps just escaping them, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know the type of person Chief is. Will you tell her?
Oh, Ellie?
No, I'm talking about the chief and
not the chief.
Oh, the chief. Yeah, I mean, nah, like he knows she's not on his side at all.
Right.
You know, she knows that it's like a whole publicity stunt. Let me you clear this up. Right? Clear it up for us, and that's it. Okay, it's a publicity stunt. I need you to clear this up. So she don't want him to cause more problems than she already has, because the community at large hates her and hates the cops. And you know, it seems like to her, it doesn't seem like Cross is helping. It seems like Cross is hurting the whole situation.
Yeah.
So
aggravating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's frustrating, yo. She's very, very like
Yep. Yep.
annoying.
So yeah.
Yeah, he buffering a little bit.
Yeah, but yep. So moving right along. Yes. Yeah. Chief is definitely aggravating as hell. But you know, Alex, I guess he is, you know, basically trying to not say so much because he really doesn't know who he can absolutely trust at this point. But there is this moment where this is a conversation that they discovered that Ed Ramsey had an old school or a school friend. And of course, John Simpson is big mad because he's like, I got to go sit in a cafe and you're sitting in the major, like you're eating shrimp on skewers, and so I gotta go and talk to this dude while you living up the good life, in other words.
Yeah. John wasn't too happy.
Pissed.
Yeah. He wasn't too happy. He was like, bro, where they had to go? Louisiana? Where they had to go? They had to go Indiana. I knew it was an Anna in there. Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Like 70-some miles away.
Yeah.
70-some miles away.
Yeah, he's like, you living it up, man. I'm out here with these country folks. Yeah.
Yeah, Dex definitely told John Simpson about Ed Ramsey's childhood. He told him about the chicken feet. He told him about, you know, he basically unalived his own sister. Yeah, Dex was he was scared, he was afraid to give out this info, but he definitely told him, like, dude ain't playing with a full deck. But he also let him know that Ed Ramsey's mama is still with the living.
Still alive.
And Ed Ramsey has always told everyone that his mama was unalived.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's wild. I mean, it seems like every time they talk to someone, they are scared of Ed. Bringing up his name is making them uncomfortable.
He's a big
all these
sicko,
terrible
yo.
memories for them.
Yeah.
They like, yo.
Yeah, he said that John asked him, yo, why didn't you say anything? He said, because when I went up in there and saw the chicken feet or whatever feet, I saw a picture of my dad and I didn't want him to hurt my family. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was just a phase and then he would just kind of like go away, you know? And the dude just been sick like since a teenager, you know? And ain't nobody say nothing. Now people getting taken and, you know, people getting unalive. You know, if they would have said something way back, and that was the whole point that John was saying, like, if you would have said something way back, you could have prevented a lot of people from being unalive, you know?
Yeah.
Because we would have got some help.
Yeah, but also not just the friends though. The mama didn't say anything either. She knew her son was a hot behind mess, and she was probably more afraid of him than anything.
Yeah.
Say that again, Monique?
Yeah.
I said she just ignored him. Like he didn't exist.
Yeah. And that hurt him way more than anything. Right. And we'll find out. We'll talk about more as we go along.
Definitely. So we're at this whole party, and oh girl, she's looking through the pictures, Googling, trying to see what serial unaliver she actually looks like. I'm like, girl, really? Like, you really that pressed that you want to look like a serial unaliver?
Too much time on your hands, you know.
And so
a high class problem.
All of this, too much time. That part. At this moment, Alex reveals that because they go and they ask Chief Anderson, what can you give us any information about who this fanboy is? Can you tell us who this fanboy is? And their Chief, of course, is not really, she's closed mouth, but they do acknowledge there are multiple people lives that have been taken, as well as Alex tells them, hey, we basically have a profile of who this individual is. Anybody want to expand on what he describes this fanboy as?
Go ahead, Jay.
No, I mean, he was just saying how, he was kind of hinting at the fact that, we know who he is, and he was trying to make him feel real uncomfortable when just saying that, yeah, you know, he's a fan of these serial unalivers and he worships them and all of this and that. And, you know, he's crazy. He's crazy, but we on to him. We on to him. You know, that was his whole point.
He's intelligent. And he said, but his intellect masks his deep insecurities. I like, yo, push the button. That's one of the buttons he pushed. And and he just said how he just copying all these serial unalivers, and he's not like doing nothing big. He just doing a repeat of what somebody already did. So he's kind of downplaying what he's doing because somebody already did
he's saying
it.
that he's a copycat. Yeah. Saying you a copycat. You ain't really original. You ain't like the OG unalivers.
Right.
You know, you just an imitator. You know what I'm saying? You a colonizer.
I knew he's gonna go there. Not the colonizer.
You're a fake. You're a fraud. You know.
All right.
Cross is going in on him, but he was doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
To let him know, like, yo, I already know who you are.
Right. See how he was reacting.
That was funny.
Definitely pushing buttons. So as Samson is on his way to go and meet with Ed Ramsey's mother, there's a moment where Cross is saying, oh, I gotta go take this phone call from John. So they're having this conversation. In the midst of this conversation, Alex is being nosy as hell. Like he all rambling all through the man. I understand the reason behind it, but he's in these extra rooms and then he walks upon these images that are just gruesome. It looks like a library, but it's a library of unalived images on this man's wall. And I'm just like, Alex, be careful. Was y'all yelling like, boy, don't get caught? Like, I was like, bruh, don't get caught, please.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that was on our mind. Like, bro, like, yo, like he could walk in at any given time, you know, but he is giving a speech. So he walked away and told Ellie probably like, listen, I got to go to the bathroom. But we all knew what he was going to do. He was going to rummage through whatever. But, you know, dude was giving a speech. So, you know, he already knows that Ed is like he's long-winded, right? And especially when he's talking about himself. So I guess he felt a little bit like, okay, he's going to take his time with it. He's not going to come back here. But he went through some stuff and found some things, man. And this dude's sick.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's sick.
I mean, I'm surprised he got that far for his snooping.
Right.
Yeah.
And then dude came up in there anyway, though. It's not like he got away.
Tense.
Yeah. It's not like he got away, but he went up in there all smooth, like, yeah, you know, I was looking for the bathroom. Yeah, okay.
Got so many rooms, and this room caught my eye.
This one, all right.
Find all these pieces intriguing, or whatever he said.
But he found that letter. I see you, Tika. You got the letter up there, dear Eddie. I went what? I went to.
I tried to read it, but even in the blur, he was like, "This something about they didn't like this place. I want to thank you for
I see it now.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I am
sorry,
doing
y'all.
fine.
I tried.
I'm reading it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Something about God up in there, but they don't trust us. Something like that. Okay. All right.
Jay, you got your eyes in. Okay.
I got my eyes in. You know what I'm saying? My investigative eyeballs.
Right. Whoever the letter was from, though, I wish they would have given us that last little sentence, the word on the first line. I wish they would have had that a little bit more clear and then put a name on the end of it, so we wouldn't have to just try to put pieces of puzzles together to figure out who this letter is actually coming from.
Yeah, you know they did that intentionally.
They're not gonna make it easy for us.
Yeah,
I know.
We investigating just like Cross. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to solve it just like him.
So, I want to go back to this one particular moment where Alex was in Ed Ramsey's office, and he told him he got him some Pappy Van Winkle or some Van Winkle. And I'm looking at Alex like, boy, don't put that in your mouth. What you doing? You can't trust this man.
But then
he took a drink after he saw Ed took a drink first.
I wouldn't even
But didn't he say
I
that's your
know.
favorite? Didn't he say this is your? I heard this is your favorite.
Your favorite drink? Yep.
Yeah.
Bruh. I would.
Like, where did you hear that from? That was my other question.
Yeah, that's what threw
That's
him
why
off a
he
little
asked
bit.
How do you even
Elle.
know?
He had to ask
Yeah.
Elle, like,
Right.
and she said no. I was like,
Yeah, it's like, how you know that? Because the dude does his research. He does his research for real.
Yeah, he definitely used some charm, some something to get his man this Poppy Van Winkle. Anybody ever heard of Poppy Van Winkle? Pappy
No.
Van Winkle? Is that even a real drink? Like,
Poppy.
I'm
Probably
just-
not. I never
just
heard of it.
asking.
I heard of Van Winkle, but I never heard the Pappy part.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Probably people who drink no.
Right.
Wow.
Not that. No.
I'm okay. So not that sounds like something
I
hard that'll take your insides out.
That's
You
a
know what I mean?
whiskey. I think that's a whiskey. So I don't.
That joint got to
I
be like
never heard.
130 proof, 200 proof.
Not 200 proof.
Sounds strong.
But here right at the table, y'all, this is where now Alex has already read, he's already read Ed Ramsey, but now is the time for Ed Ramsey to actually read him. Like, he went and told him, like, I didn't even know the man's name was Isaiah. Like, who the hell is Isaiah? And then he went to talking about Alex's mom, and I felt like I knew some kind of way something had happened to Alex's mom by the way he reacted to the little boy on the last episode, Tavio's baby. But his dad was a dope boy, his mama was a
Addict,
hooker,
a drug addict.
Yeah.
and he knew the grandmother's real name, not Nana Mama Nana. It was Regina.
Crazy.
Like,
Regina.
Yo, this
and
was just diabolical, Teak and Mo. This was super diabolical because okay, after Cross said what he said, remember when Ed went down in the basement to get whatever wine, and he was mad and pissed off and throwing stuff around and all of this and that. He was totally frustrated. So he was formulating a plan as to how to get back at Cross. And if you remember when the episode when Alex called into the radio, they said, "What's your name?" He said, "Isaiah." He said his name was Isaiah.
Yeah, he did say that.
So that's why when
That's right.
when Ed said Isaiah, I knew he was immediately talking about him. And it was
Same.
diabolical, man. Diabolical, B.
Same.
I forgot. I remember now, but I forgot about the fact that he gave that name, but I was just thinking it's just a fake name. You know
Made
what I
up
mean?
name,
I don't
right?
want everybody to know your real business. And
Yeah.
But anyway, good connection. 2 and 2 put together. Thank you, Jay and Monique.
Salute.
Because I forgot about that moment. But yeah, he read that man like what else do you know about Alex? Which we know that there's somebody that's stalking Alex, so it made you kind of think, is Ed Ramsey the main stalker? Like, is he the only one that's trying to, did he take this man's wife out? Like,
That's why the writing is
of
so good. The writing is so good because they're taking us in this direction to make us think, is Ed who is the one stalking and doing all of this extra stuff, right? Because he's doing his research on Alex. But of course, we saw the whole thing. We know that it was totally somebody else that we didn't even think was going to happen. But because he's so diabolical, there's no other person to kind of fit the other stuff of him actually, so when he said this, it made you think, yo, he's the one that's been stalking. He's the one sending the flowers. He's the one doing all this extra stuff, you know?
Right.
Yeah. But it wasn't.
Right. Crazy. So at this particular dinner, this is the moment, I believe this is the moment where Alex finally lets Elle know that, hey, this is the fanboy, like this is him. And she's like, you got me in the room with this fool, so
I'm
you
like, girl,
basically
say it
used
louder.
me here. You used me to get in the place. And I mean, you could have came without me. That's my words right there. But like, you could have came without me. You didn't have to bring, you didn't have to bring me here with this situation. So now Elle is supposed to give this big old speech about getting some money and all of that. And she shook. Like, what would y'all reaction have been if y'all significant other put y'all basically in harm's way?
Yeah, Mo.
I would have to put a pin in it, and then I would have to find an excuse to exit that house. I would have to do a about face and go to the door. And I'm so serious because I'm like, girl, can you be any louder? Like, he telling you he's the guy. Like, girl, I'm gonna have to play it cool. I'm gonna have to put a pin in it, and then I'll have to make an excuse to exit this house, and then I'm gonna have to deal with you on the outside.
Yeah.
Till we in a safe space.
It was just an emotional thing for her because again, her whole intention there was to go and get some donations for her foundation. So it's kind of like you knew and you ain't give me the play. Like you should have gave me the play this way. We wouldn't have came. Like I would have just found another way to get some donations or whatever the case is. But you putting me in this situation and you using me. You basically used me. You used me, and I felt her on that. Like you should have told me something before. You was gonna be a +1 anyway. But to know that this dude is the one that has been taking out all these people and you ain't put me on, nah, I would be mad just like her. But getting loud, yeah, she gotta wrap it up, son. Like, quiet. All right, before you come and just unalive both of us. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just surprised he told her at that moment. I was like,
he had to tell her.
You get at the house.
Nah, you had to tell her because she was getting too intense, like with him. She was getting too, it was getting too tense. So he had to tell her something,
Right.
Yeah. Tell her that though.
Like, shut your ass up. We gonna get back to the house and I'll tell you that.
All right, okay.
But
she
then
ain't
you
gonna
guys good. Okay. Then y'all, we see where John Sampson is at what's her name? Eleanor Ramsey's house, Ed Ramsey's mother, and he calls Alex, and this is that moment he calls Alex and lets him know, hey, I'm with the mom, but she's pretty, she's kind of out of it. How do I reach her? And he said use something like paradoxical lucidity. So basically that was him reciting a portion of a Bible verse, and then she started saying the remainder of that Bible verse, and then that kind of snapped her out of whatever state she was actually in. I was like, dang, Alex is really, really smart at this point. Like he knows what little things can help trigger somebody out of a situation. That could actually be kind of dangerous if placed in the wrong hands.
Right.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, he's a little bit too smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be happy that he's on the right side of the law, because if he was a criminal, he'd be the ultimate criminal. Like, and I could see him in like a DC, running with like the Penguin or something like that, and be like, yeah, Penguin, all you got to do is just use
some. He'd be better than Bobby Cray.
Definitely way better. Yep. All psychological, and that snapped her out. She has dementia, right? That's what it was. She has dementia.
Yes, dementia.
Yeah. So he knew. He was like, yeah, just use a verse, and then boom, she'll say the rest and be like, praise God. Okay, what you need to know? And she gave it all up. It's like, wow.
Right. Yep. She revealed how she basically didn't like her son because of who he was. Unfortunately, he was a hell on wheels at such a young age. And the fact that he basically unalived his own sister. Yeah. So this is that moment right here where I was like, oh, girl, you can get away. You can get away. Do it. Get him.
Yes.
Poke him in the leg and do something. Hit an artery. Hit a main vein.
I can see Tika jumping up and down.
She swiped left in the abs. I was serious.
I would have laughed my ass off watching TV, yelling at the screen. Get up out of there. Go.
Right. So
I was rooting for you, Shannon. I was rooting for you.
She made a mistake, though. She broke the bottle when he got in there. That bottle would have been broken and ready. As soon as he came through the door, she was behind him. I would have came up behind him and did one of those. But no, I guess it was too much for her.
She is not the expert Chicagoan assassin that you are. You know what I'm saying? So
look here, Jay. I know how to survive. Okay.
You also got to keep in mind that she has a lot of drugs in her system too. So her mind is like trying.
She was
tried
moving. Well,
Yeah.
to survive, but it's coming to in slow motion.
Chi-town tactics, boy, I tell you. Woo.
Yep. So anyway, we see her. She, after she pokes him in the side, she's able to actually get out of the room. But after she gets out of the room, she's at the door at the, what do you call that where the garden is, like the greenhouse or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's greenhouse. Yeah, she's like, help me, please help me. And I had that woman name written down, y'all. The senator's wife is looking like, oh my God, what do I do? Bitch, what do you do? Help her. Like, that's what you do. I was yelling again.
She was sneaking out there trying to get a smoke in. Like, she didn't want nobody to know she's smoking squares. It was just weird.
Look like that wasn't a square. That was some Chiba. That's what she was smoking.
You think that was Chiba?
Yeah,
No,
it was rolled up. I saw it. It was rolled up, yo.
It was a cigarette. It had
cigarette.
I saw the filter on it.
Oh, you saw the filter?
I thought it was that too, Jay. I'm not.
I thought it was a joint. I thought
the way she was sneaking. I'm like,
yeah.
I
mean, it would make sense for you to sneak with a joint, not a cigarette, right? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? You smoking a cigarette, but if you smoking a joint, like,
right?
Pass that.
That's that Dutch. Anyways,
yeah.
In the midst of this whole altercation, she's running, like I said, Shannon is running for her life, and I was about to call him Ed Foley. Ed Ramsey grabs a hold of her, and she was like, "Bump it, I'm tired. You can't take me out forever." So she takes a piece of glass and swipe left on her face. I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Like, I'm not so perfect anymore.
He's like, "No, you're messing up my plan.
Right,
you're not perfect anymore." Just smacked it down. Bow. And then he went out there, picked up the square, and was like, definitely. "You ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing. We ain't see nothing. Nobody saw nothing."
Square back in her mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, diabolical, dude. The dude is, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job being like an evil dude. Yes.
Oh yes, because I forgot about all the other characters, the good character he played on that hospital show. He doing a good job making me hate him and making me forget that character. So
yeah, absolutely,
definitely. So then, now that everything is kind of, the issues about to hit the fans, this man sends a message to Pendleton and said, "Do it now." I'm like, damn, what did he just send?
I ain't know what that said. At first, I thought it said penetration, but it said
Yeah, it was like, right? Do it now. Oh my God.
Okay.
Wait,
69 ways, boy. Penetration.
Pendleton is one of those characters. He's one of the men. My God.
This is another 69 ways moment. Thank you.
Sorry. I'm looking like, what is that thing? I had to pause the screen.
But this is after the conversation you had with Cross, right? And Cross
right
kind of
in the hallway
told him, like, okay, you try to play me, but I found out that your mother hated you. She's still alive. You lying. In fact, here's a picture of your mom right here. You know what I mean?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, mother freaker. You know what I'm saying? You try to play me, son, in front of people and say, yeah, I'm nothing without you. Oh, nah, let me play you real quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got your mom's right here. You don't want this to get out because you told everybody she was dead, right? You little lying mother freaker. You know what I mean? Don't ever try to play me. I'm Cross. I'm Alex Cross.
How did John get her to sing happy birthday, Eddie?
Yeah, happy birthday. I hate you, Eddie. You unalive my daughter.
All right. That's funny.
Man, penetration.
Yeah. I wish he didn't do that though, because that
Jay,
really
don't go back. Don't revisit it.
I'm looking at it. I can't unsee it now because Monique said
it. Next slide. In the room, after everything is still icy, of course. We've seen Ed Ramsey staple the heck out of his stomach. I'm like, bruh, you seriously throw the heck off for real to be able to stand there and literally staple your stomach back and come in with a brand new shirt. Alex said you look like you took a shower or whatever the case may be. And everybody's phone is going off, ping, ping, everywhere. Alex is getting a phone call. He's sending it to voicemail. Mama Nana called, Angela, whoever, everybody was calling. People were calling back to back, messages coming through. And somebody finally said, "Is this you?" And everybody's looking at him like, "Not Alex." This is the moment where he sees there's a video of him taking somebody down in a physical altercation. It's some black on black crime. It's some black on police crime type situation. Police on black, and it's shocking because it's Alex Cross. Like how can you lose control out of all people? How can you, Alex Cross, lose control? And it's like, it ain't what it is. And this is when he explains to everybody that Ed Ramsey is the fanboy unaliver.
Right. This is a perfect example of making sure you keep the receipts, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because your man had receipts on Cross. Like, oh, you get too close to me. I got something for that ass. You know what I mean? And it went to everybody, like everybody's phone, all up in the, wherever, all up in the party, everywhere. Like, how do you do that to have it go out to everybody all at the same time? Crazy, right? So yeah, he kept the receipts, and he's like, "You the fanboy? It's him. We don't believe you. We just saw the video. How can we believe what you're saying now?"
I just wish he didn't do that. I wish he just said, "All right, bet. Let me get out of here."
Right. Kept it cool.
Yeah, kept it cool.
Never let him see you sweat, and he saw Alex sweat. Right.
Yeah, very.
Played himself too, because they were just like, "We ain't gonna believe you, B." You know what I'm saying?
And then he brought up his mother. He said his mom was on the
like, here's his mom. Right.
Yeah.
Like, how are we supposed to believe that's his mom after seeing this video? Like, everybody focused on the video. After that, your credibility is shot. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be the officer, the detective. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we don't believe you. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn with that super chat. Thank you. We absolutely appreciate you. Who y'all think is worse, Oz or Ed Ramsey? First of all, who is Oz?
Oz is the penguin. The penguin.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't watched that. So
he didn't watch that, bro.
I haven't watched that. My apologies.
But we know.
My apologies.
He knew to ask because we're here and we covered it, so we would tell you who Oz is. So yeah. Oz is Oz.
Oz
is number one. Okay, he unalive Vic. He unalive. Don't get me started, man.
Yeah.
Don't let me take out the hoodie and you know what I'm saying. Don't let me get started.
We're gonna ride out again.
Again, man. You're trying to get the emotions stirred up again. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, since you mentioned Oz, DeMarcus, I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and suck it up and find some time to binge the penguin or
well, you could just watch our recaps. You can just watch our recaps.
Yeah, that too, but I still need the visuals. I got you though. I'll check that out too.
Yes.
I'll check that out too. All right, y'all. So moving right along to
the
end. That was the end of the episode. I had to get him. I didn't get the whole body. Like, I could have been like legs but I just put just he's in a shower. He just his whole world has been pretty much blown up. Shout out to P. Bronson. Thank you for the super chat.
Salute. Yeah.
Salute to you, as Jay says. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here too, P. Bronson. I see you rolled in. Thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. P. Bronson said the highest is worse.
You're right. You are right, brother.
In the room. Oh my God.
Right. Ruthless Squad is in the room. Ruthless Squad is in the building, boy. Salute.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You're right about that. The highest is the worst. The highest is the worst.
Wow. So
even though I don't watch that show, but I know who that is.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I said. I don't watch it.
I call him the lowest. He's the lowest.
Just watch Jay's videos. He got sound effects and everything with Ruthless. All you got to do is check out one good live or one good episode, or even check out the Ruthless Roundtable, And
Rufus
you gonna find
Roundtable.
out who the
I said a
heist
round
is.
table.
Yeah, I'll be doing the whole voice changes and everything. So
Correct.
have fun with it. Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, we're moving. Like I said, we're moving into episode 6. We're gonna wrap this thing up because time is ticking. But we see where Alex is just like, oh man, my world is turning upside down. He has the union representative to come and sit down and have a conversation with him, tells him he has to go and turn in his blicky and his badge, and lets him know that this is not an admission of anything. This is just, it's not a request. This is a demand that you turn your stuff in. You have no choice. Don't go there trying to plead your case. Just go in there, turn your stuff in, and get back out of there, because you don't need more things going on, more evidence or whatever the case may be. And then he also is just saying, do you want them to come pick you up from here? And Alex is like, no, I don't want to do it here because my kids don't know about it. I'll just turn myself in. Any thoughts? We can start with Monique. Any thoughts on the whole, he got to turn himself in? Also, keep in mind, he's got to walk through this crowd. He's got to walk through this crowd after what has happened.
Yes. Yeah. When he said he got to walk in, just give him a badge and don't plead his case, I'm like, he gonna do the opposite. And we saw him do the opposite when he got there. So that was interesting. And him and Samson, ooh, that was some tense locker room chatter.
Somebody got track shoes on. You got track shoes on.
I know.
But
Sorry.
I felt bad. I felt bad for him because it was like, dude, I was trying to get him. It's like you felt like Alex had him because he got all the info on him. He got this. John is getting all the evidence from mom, and all, you know what I'm saying? Like everything's coming together, and then turn around. This is the worst time for this video to come out after what just happened with what Ramsey did. And now the whole community is like, the cops did this. And then now they got Alex looking real bad. Like, it looks like, the cops did do it. Alex probably did it, so it was bad. Yeah. The sister, I felt bad for the sister too. She's like, F you, Cross. Like, you was probably the one that took out my brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe nothing. She ain't believing from the start. So this just makes it look bad. And look at the guy behind her. Look at the guy behind her.
Yep, pay attention. Like I say, you always got to pay attention to anybody that's in the vicinity of Alex and anybody that's in the vicinity of Ed Ramsey, because some shape, form, or fashion, these people gonna end up being connected.
Yep.
So he goes in, talk to y'all favorite chief and y'all captain over there. And chief ain't trying to hear nothing else, but he's in there saying, just as Monique was getting ready to say, he's in there saying, look, y'all still got to investigate Ed Ramsey. Y'all can't just let this go. And so they say, well, he let us go and check out the house anyway. Like, we've already been in there. So you really basically, she's trying to say he really doesn't have a case, but he's like, well, what sense did that even make? You should have did it last night when I gave y'all the information, but instead you waited until the morning, which gave him time to move her.
Right. They're not good at all. They're just not good.
We know why they're not good.
Yeah, we know, definitely. But it's just so obvious, right? It's like it was right in front of us. We just didn't see it. We just couldn't figure out which one it was. And again, because the chief was giving so much terrible, toxic energy towards Alex, we assumed it was her. And then she was at the house with Ed Ramsey amongst the rest of the Y people. You know what I'm saying? So you would think that it's her. But daggone it, I couldn't put a finger on it. I swear the pregnant girl. Anyway, I ain't gonna put on my track shoes, but I'm just saying, man, I swear she was down. I swear the captain pregnant, she was down.
We could get to it. But this right here, this like broke my heart. Like, dang, not the brothers squabbling right now. They verbally, please don't let them go to blows. And of course, our girl. Okay, well, I missed the slide. My apologies. With our girl,
Stacey
walked in and was like, "Y'all need to cut it out." Like she was the big sister in this whole thing.
Yeah,
Stop
she
it
was.
right now.
Yeah.
But we find out that Samson was the one that reported him. And if y'all were in Samson's position, would y'all have done what Samson did, reported Alex?
I mean, he had good intentions, right? He had good intentions, but it's just like you don't do that to your boy. You know what I mean? Like you should have went about it a different way, because now it's coming back to bite you. Like you had every good intention. You know what they say? No good deed goes unpunished, right? So he had a good deed, but now he's going to get punished for it, because now it's like, yo, it's your fault. Why they looking at me the way they looking at me? You know what I mean? Like they already think I'm snapping because I went off. My wife is unalive. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like things are not right with me. And because you reported me and you my partner, they gonna believe you. So it's easy for them to let me go.
I would have left that out at the report for me. I would have left that out.
Yeah. It's just easy.
I would have forgot at that moment when I was doing the report.
You would have forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like this comment that DeMarcus said, and I'm sorry that this is on your. I'm sorry that it's on your.
That's fine.
But it says Alex Cross beat down Phineas Carter because he thought that Carter unalived his wife, and I like that because Alex was telling him, "Look, man, you knew I was trying to find out answers about what happened to Maria. So why would you go and do me like that? You know what I mean?" And I understand Alex's anger for sure. Because like you, my brother, you're supposed to have my back in all instances. And like you said, Jay, Samson is really just trying to get Alex some help. And now that this whole situation has come out, unfortunately, the way that it did come out, he's been forced to have to take some leave and have to go and talk to a therapist and have to do all the things to kind of, even though we know he's not going to go straight to therapy, but he has to do all these things to get himself together so that he can, you know, get some sense of normalcy back in his life.
Well, you know, I just to add on to what you're saying, I think it's a level of brotherhood where, you know, how you tell your brother, listen, you need to get help. You need to get help. And you tell him 1,000,000 times that he don't do it. So now here's an opportunity for me to kind of force your hand so you can get the help that you need and speak to a psychologist, because I know that you're going through it. I'm the one taking care of the kids. I'm the one feeding them. I'm the one playing money games with them. You know what I'm saying? You my brother. So now I guess it got to the point where, you know, John had to do what he had to do. And unfortunately, he didn't know that this video was going to come out. He didn't know, you know what I'm saying? He had no intention for this video to come out. John wasn't like that. Like, yeah, I know the video gonna come out, so I know you're gonna get in trouble, so I know you're gonna get out of here now. So it was his brother trying to look out, but he should just, I don't know. He just left it out, just like you said, Mo.
Yeah, I would have left it out and I would have forgot. But I just didn't like how Alex came towards him, like, you not family, you not blood.
Yeah, he was emotional.
It was just low blows. It was just.
He was emotional.
It's like misdirect anger, like you putting it all on Samson. I didn't like that. You gotta have to take some kind of accountability. So yeah.
It was definitely sad. You know, and it hurt. I know John was hurt by that because, like I said, he had every good intention to help out his brother.
Yep. So moving right along, y'all. Somebody sent some flowers with them. You're still my number one. What the heck? Who sent these flowers? Here we go with the flowers again. And they some nice flowers, but who's sending the flowers? So basically, Alex was like, F them flowers and knocked them all over the floor. Water everywhere, just was like F them flowers, and everybody looking at him like, dang, bro, you all right?
Nasty work. That was nasty work right there. That's like kicking a brother while he down. You know what I mean?
Literally.
You're still my number one guy. Oh man, terrible.
Yep. So moving right along, y'all. We're gonna see Kayla. Kayla's always pulling up. Once again, I'm still not trusting that Kayla is who she is. I don't give a darn how many facts or information or stuff that she brings to the table, she just pull up whenever she wants to. And I understand that she went to John Sampson and talked to him and said, hey, here's the information that Alex has been looking for. Here's the guy in Philly that you guys need to go and talk to. And so John is like, bump Alex, you go give that stuff to Alex yourself and let Alex figure it out. You send him to Philadelphia because he's no longer the popo.
And and they not rocking with each other, and each one of them is not telling her what actually went down between the two. So they very tight-lipped about what happened between them two. So yeah, Philly,
right. So in the midst of all of this stuff, we find out that Damon is he about it at school. Like, he ain't even playing around. Like, he done laid hands on somebody. He done went to the school with a scarf that he have any business putting on. And we're gonna find out why he has done all these things. But at the end of the day, Alex has to take Damon has to take Damon to Philadelphia with him, even though there's a case that is like supposed to be getting solved. He has to take him to Philly with him. Now, y'all, I had 1,000,001 slides up here, and my damn slides gone. But listen, let's just wrap this thing up. They go to Philadelphia, and I'm gonna just let me get this off the screen. It all fails, ends, well, whatever it is. But he ends up going to Philly. I'm gonna try to do this off my memory. Y'all, he ends up going to Philadelphia, and that's where he talks to White Mike. What's the name? White Mike. And we find out that White Mike he used to be in a rock band, and he ends up pretending to unalive somebody on the stage. But later on, we find out that Ed Ramsey actually made him unalive somebody for real. And it went on the stage. It was on video. So now this man knows some things about Ed Ramsey, has the knife that Ed Ramsey uses or used to use, but he can't tell on them, because then that would mean he would get himself in trouble too. So any thoughts on that particular moment where Alex is in Philadelphia and he's talking to White Mike?
Yeah, Mo.
White Mike. I find it disturbing that young Ed was a fan of his, and not for the performance, but for what he was pretending to do with the sacrifices on stage, and how he tricked him to unalive a dude named Rodney. I believe that's the young boy name. And poor Rodney, he thought he's just a fan of White Mike and his whole band, and he got tricked by young Ed into this sacrifice. It was just weird. And luckily, he still had the VHS player and cross witnessing. It was just so disturbing. I mean, I get his position because he was holding. It was supposed to be fake. He was like, "This is real." He said, "Where's my fake one?" And then it slammed it down the dude's chest, and it was over. Poor thing.
Yeah, it was nasty work. It was again another nasty work moment. You know what I mean? Just another crazy moment. It started with the pigeon feet, and then it moved up to this dude just going to the concerts looking weird, and his hair was all like he had some type of bob. He looked weird, curly bob mullet, whatever it was. You know what I mean? And he just looking. He ain't even bopping to the music. He just like, I can't wait till he unalived the guy on stage, and then he just took it to the next level. I mean, he definitely got the devil in him. Yo, I'm convinced. I'm convinced the dude is just, he got a demon in him. You know what I mean? So yeah, White Mike, he was just terrified. He was terrified, and he said he sent it to him. He said he sent him and he sent it back, and he didn't say anything because the video, Ed at any time could just show the video. Again, this is a whole black male, white male, whatever you want to say. It's a whole, like, everybody is getting done up. If you say something, I'm gonna put this out. If you do something, I'm gonna put this out. It's like everybody got something on somebody. That's what it seems like.
Ed is good for videotaping and taking pictures. He took pictures of his childhood friend, father, and now he was videotaping when White Mike came in the apartment. He was already having the videotape on, the video recorder on. So it's just he liked to record his things well.
Like, this is back in the day. I'm surprised that White Mike didn't see that big old VHS camera behind him. Like, dude, I know you're taking pictures, but what's that? You got a camera? What did he hide it under a trench coat? Yeah, you can't escape the red light, dog. Like, it was impossible to sneak. I'm not recording you. Why is that red light on? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. No, it was impossible back then to record somebody you not know. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was funny.
Exactly. So we're gonna see where Alex is going to have Kayla come and pick up White Mike and take him down back to DC. Have him basically held. I'm angry at. We're gonna get to it because this heifer just pissed me off for real.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the very end. If you're going there,
that's the very end, and I want to get to it so bad, but I can't because I know it's some important in between stuff. But here we go back at the police station. Okay, wait a minute. Right after they got him back to the police station, we're gonna see Kayla and John Sampson. They have a moment. I'm like, why we got to see the tatas and can we see his
what tatas? Shout out to the areolas, but
never mind. Anyway, they intimate and well, she had some of them. She had some of them.
She had like negative 8 cups, yo. No disrespect. I'm just saying.
She really did. Poor thing.
Yeah, she really did. Poor thing. The whole world would go hungry if you had to rely on her.
You're getting milk drops. You ain't getting no milk out of those. You get milk in little drops.
Not the milk drops.
No disrespect.
White Mike was still scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hilarious. Just hilarious. But yeah. So we see them, and then the next thing they get up. It's time to get up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. She got what she got late that night, and she about to get some more. And so
morning
anyway,
best time. That's the best time. 69 Ways endorses it.
Okay, I'm putting up another picture. So back at the police station, the police department, there is a moment where they're watching. They're basically Chief Anderson and Lieutenant, I forgot her name, Captain, whatever. She done pissed me off. But they're watching him and just trying to see. And I'm like, Samson, why would you take it? Why would you take him? Like, I mean, I understand that's where he was supposed to be taken, but why would you tell them what the plan was? Like, this should have been a moment between, I know you and Alex were beefing, but this should have been only some need to know information between you, Alex, and maybe even Kayla, as far as them saying they were going to take him over to the safe house. Anybody have any particular thoughts?
I mean, like John, he's just very trusting in his captain. Like, he's just going with the flow. Who else could he go to? Who else? He usually would go to Alex. He would usually go to Alex, and Alex would be like, nah, don't say nothing. But he don't got Alex no more. So now who is he going to turn to? He's going to turn to his captain. You know what I mean? So before they had the whole camaraderie, the brotherhood, so they can keep it amongst each other. Now that's gone. So that's why this is happening the way it is.
Yeah, Lieutenant Macy is her name. So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's the lieutenant. I mean, that's your lieutenant. That's your captain. Like, you can't trust them. I know.
Trust no one, John.
I know. But I did side-eye when we got here. I did side-eye her at that moment when she took him to this safe house. She said people going to patrol, and you can call in for. I'm like, so nobody's going to stay with him?
Nope.
So he just is sitting duck. So I side-eye. At that moment, that's when I side her.
I mean, but that's kind of normal, though. It is kind of normal. No, they outside. They not inside with them. They not inside. Right outside.
Patrol. She said patrol. Patrol means drive by.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's a
well,
freaking WITSEC house. It's
but
a,
when
it's a
it's when
freaking
it's
witness protection house. Well, that's
I'm
but
looking
I
at
was
it
gonna
say
normal.
say, had this been a federal case, maybe the feds would have had one Fed in the room with him, but
Right.
because it was state, they can't
Okay.
afford to just leave somebody, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
feel like, and I could be way off, but I'm pretty close to thinking that that's why he was there alone.
But at the
Plus,
same
it
time,
wasn't
it's
that many
like
people that knew about it either.
he's right. That part. I was going to
That's
say that.
smart.
That's
Yeah,
I was going to say that not everybody knew. Not everybody's supposed to know. You
Right.
know what I mean? So, and if Alex was there, it probably would have been like, nah, he don't need to stay here. Nah, we need to have a guy on him. Alex probably would have figured it out.
Mm-hmm. Alex probably would have made him come to his house.
Yeah, stay with us. Nana Mama, you gonna make him some pancakes in the morning. Yeah.
And one other thing, there's a moment where and we're gonna wrap it up because we at that end, but there's a moment where I'm looking at Mama Nana like sideways too, like, why you so friendly with Miss Nancy and you giving Miss Nancy all this?
Oh,
Where did Miss Nancy even come from? Like, why are you so comfortable with literally you trusted her with your grandchild? Now you telling her your son, kind of telling your son's business too, like, why? And y'all out there in the audience, y'all just stay locked in if you haven't watched Cross yet, because it's a lot of pieces that's gonna really unfold in episode 7.
Yeah, we about to
7 and
lock.
8.
We
So
about to go up.
y'all just stay locked in.
We about to go up on that one. The 7 and 8. This is the
ready.
setup. This is the setup for the 7 and 8. Because the 7 and 8 is wild, yo. It's wild. But to kind of go along with what you're saying, I think Nana Mama has been taking care of everybody for so long.
Yeah.
And when you take care of people, you don't really got anybody who's actually going to care to listen to how you feel. You usually, Nana Mama always listening to the kids or listening to Alex or listening to somebody and then kind of like being there for them, but nobody's there for Nana Mama. So for the first time, somebody is like, nah, we gonna sit down and talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Turn that down. Turn the radio down. We're going to talk about your feelings and how you feel of what's going on. But again, we know why she was doing it. Eventually, we know who she becomes, right? But super diabolical, nasty work. But yes, that's the reason why she kind of opened up, because she usually doesn't.
Yeah.
Did we also get
Nana Mama?
Sorry. Did we also get to the part where Nana Mama went to the dude's house to get a name because what's the name told her about the investigation?
The Nolan case or something?
Yeah. Did we talk about that? I don't think we touched on that.
Yeah. No, we didn't talk about that. Go ahead, Jay, or Monique, whichever.
Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
We didn't talk about that part.
You was saying it, yeah.
I was just saying about the Nolan case because the ADA came in, the ADA came up to the house looking for Alex. Alex wasn't there. She invited her in and she said, tell me everything about this case. And she went to, I guess, old dude's house, I guess, who used to have the case or something. And it was 2 witnesses and he hid that information about, I guess, cover it up. And she confronted him in front of his wife. And she said, our family is suffering while you retired fishing.
Right.
She really stepped to him like, I'm gonna need you to give that up.
Yeah. So it was, I think it was just information on Ed Ramsey, right? He was covering up for Ed Ramsey, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. And that's why Ed Ramsey is free to go about and do whatever he's doing right now.
And that's why she said our family is the one that catching hell and you get to retire fishing and stuff like
right. Yeah, you're all retired now, but what you did a while ago was nasty work because now my family's suffering, basically. There it is. He's like, huh?
And the wife looking like, what? Whoop.
Did you do that, Ed? Bobby? Did you really do that? Like, Nana Mama's no joke. She told her everything.
Right in front of her.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, she wasn't holding anything back whatsoever. And I like that for Nana Mama, but I was also afraid because I'm like, you can't just be pulling up on people, Nana Mama. You ain't as young as you used to be now. Like, you gotta calm down, son.
Yeah.
You gotta calm down.
Alex had a problem with it.
No disrespect to my.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Alex had a problem with it once she told him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Problem.
I have a problem with it too.
That. It's like you're not a detective anymore, so I had to do my own thing. You know, the grandmas. Like,
I need grandma to be holding something, carrying
Grandma,
something.
go sit down. Grandma, dang, what you doing? Okay. It's dangerous out in these streets. You think I don't know that? I raised you and your mama and your dad. I raised everybody. You know, grandma's boy.
Yeah.
She's
like, I got the blicky. Don't worry. I got this 22 right here.
She raised the whole neighborhood.
You hear me? Yeah.
Yes,
that was that part.
Yep. And okay, so definitely, y'all, Nana Mama is that chick, and we find that out. But we got 3 total moments, and then we're gonna be out here for real. I found a couple of images that I could give to you guys. This one right here, Bobby Trey went to the bank trying to get his money with Mojo, and they have frozen the bank accounts. He can't get his money, so now he got to go back to Philly or back to DC to get with Ed Ramsey about his loot. What up, Bobby Trey?
He mad as hell.
He made an appearance. I was like, oh, there go Bobby.
Yeah, with that daggone dog sitting up there like, where the money
I thought he was gonna hurt that man. I'm like, the man just doing his job.
Yeah, right. He just banged on the desk. That's it. I guess we gonna have to go back up to DC.
Go back up north.
Yeah.
Yep. But because he wanted his money because he gave Ed Ramsey, he followed through with what he was supposed to do. He gave Ed Ramsey his book back.
Yeah.
So
and got popped in the process.
No money for you.
Yeah.
Puppy.
He got popped by Alex Cross in the process. Part. So it's like, come on, man. Like, where my 2.2 million, not just 2.2.
Right.
For my dog.
Right. Then we see this this plastic surgeon who is also a part of Ed Ramsey's ring of lunatics, and this chick is in there sewing up. She's sewing up Shannon's face, where Shannon sideswipes her face with that piece of glass, and she is actually in there sewing that thing up. And Ed Ramsey
from the inside.
From the not just a little bit either. She going through the adipose fat cells, and she going through it all. And I was just like, oh my God, poor thing. But that's why I say Shannon is on that stuff. But she ended up, y'all, she did so good to her face that you can barely see that there's even a scar there. But I was just like, post Shannon. She going through it, y'all.
And
she really is starting to look like this lady now.
She is.
Oh yeah, with those buck teeth and the whole nine.
Yeah, she got her stick ends and
crazy.
So yeah, that was the way they had it on her face, the POV. Like, I think she's teaching a class. No,
right. It's like, though. Who is she talking to? She was teaching
talking
somebody.
To all the crazy people in the world. Be like, go and study that part right there.
And then we see Ramsey in the room. I'm like, oh snap.
Yeah, that's how you know. Mm-hmm. And we find out who she is later too, right?
So last but not least, y'all, that part. She was at the party though. So like I say, his whole ring of lunatics. She was at the party. I don't know if she was the one that was slobbing in the knob or not, but she was there too. So
yeah, she was there at the party, but I hope she
I don't know if she was slobbing in the knob. Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny.
But anyway, we're seeing Kayla as well as John Ramsey, and they are outside of, not John Ramsey, I'm sorry, y'all, John Sampson, and they are outside of Ed Ramsey's home, and he pulls up and walks up on him, and it's like, hey, how you doing? Like they're just friends from way back when, and they're letting them know, oh, see, this thing right here, they really are showing a lot of their hand, a lot of the cards that they was supposed to have to play, but they're literally revealing a whole lot. And this is where they tell Ed Ramsey that we have a witness and that's about to take you down. That's going will help us take you down. And he was like, oh, really? What witness? So we get to this moment right here where this heifer, okay, y'all, I'm upset. Jay or Monique, either one of y'all can talk about this scene because this heifer pissed me off. She did this to old boy while he was feeling on her belly. I ain't leave it up there that long. Y'all know why.
First off, John Sampson, you know, you getting too much skins from this, you know, negative A cup lady, because you ain't thinking, bro. Like, why you gonna go to the op and tell him, yo, yeah, we got a witness. Yeah, like, why you showing off? Like, you don't do that, bro. Like, what are you doing? You said, oh, we got a witness. We just waiting for the witness to come through. Yeah, we happy. We about to take you down. What the hell is wrong with you, bro? Like, Alex wouldn't do no crap like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think Alex was like, I think Alex was like the buffer for John, because John just showing his hand and being dumb. You know what I mean? But I think he just got some morning X. And then he just like, yeah, let's go over to the house and let's just tell them that we got a witness, right? Let's just do that and just, we're going to take you in, buddy. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Stupid, John. It's just terrible. Just terrible. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, honestly, I was very surprised. I was not expecting it to be her. I thought that she was down with us. I thought she was rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really thought it, because she was the one acting like she was giving, you know, Cross a chance and like, yo, John, get your boy together. You know what I mean? Like, she was acting very concerned for Cross, but I did not expect it to be her, to be the inside person like this. And she runs the whole show. Wow. Great writing, dog. Great writing, because you had me.
Great writing.
You had me. You know, I usually figure stuff out like nothing. That's what I've been doing. This is what I do. You know what I mean? So y'all got me on this one. Y'all got me for real. Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane.
It was, Marcus.
Insane. But that was the end. Did you have any thoughts, Monique? I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, yeah, that was crazy. I did not like Jay said, I did not like how John just said, oh yeah, we got a witness, and it was just that bitch. She got
But I guess it really wouldn't have mattered if they had said it or not, because Maxie has clearly been on Ed Ramsey's side since the beginning of this whole mess, and she's probably aware that he's been out there doing some dirt, because he has some dirt on her as well. So yeah, we're gonna see on the next two episodes how she's attached to Ed Ramsey and more.
It was the way that she did it. Yeah, you want to listen? You want to hear my baby? Yo, she had him listening to the baby and then popped him. That is menacing. That is diabolical. That, again, shout out to the writers, man. Yeah. Listen to the baby. Pow.
He's kicking. Or she kicking, whatever is kicking.
I mean, it was the perfect way to get him in position in blank point range. Yeah. That was the perfect way to do it. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Who's thinking of this stuff? Y'all writers, boy. I love y'all.
She didn't have to look him in the face.
Yeah.
And she had blood all on her shirt.
I was laughing at Ramsey, how he skipped out the house with his Folgers and his cup, and he went to the car with a smile on his face. If he comes to the car with a smile on his face, you know he got a backup plan.
Yeah, you know it's a problem. You already know your little braggadocious. Yeah, let's go over and let them know. No, what? You know we got a witness. What? Done.
Right. Yeah, they
foiled again.
Yeah, foiled again. Yep, that's the word for it. That is the word for it.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys. Anyway, everybody. That was literally the end of the episode. Again, I apologize because my slides were not where they were supposed to be. I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's all good. At the end of the day, we got through 2 episodes.
We did. Good job.
For Raw.
Yes.
On Prime Video. But I need y'all to stay locked in, because you never know who's going to pull up over here. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Just stay locked in, y'all. Just stay locked in. With that being said, I want to thank my I want to thank my crosstalk co-workers for coming through. Of course, I absolutely appreciate you guys. We're going to start with Monique 69 Waves. Let everybody know your final thoughts on Cross, and then just let everyone know what you have coming up next on your channel.
Thank you, Tika, the host with the mostest. Yes. For yesterday, me, Candy Love, and Lighting Up with Letitia, we had covered Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode 5. So if you love and Marriage Huntsville on network, please check that out. And Wednesday, going live with Candy Love and Tamika's Den. We usually do a live sister live. So we go live right after the episode. We do first reaction. So yes, that's all I got. Keep your notifications on because I'll be dropping something in between time. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell multiple times so y'all can get all reminders of all notifications from Monique 69 Waves' channel. I'm gonna go first because we're gonna let the gentleman go last because he's just a gentleman like that. But what do I have coming up, y'all? I've got Wicked City. Wicked City is, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna wrap that whole thing up. I also have All the Queen's Men. We got 2. I think when they're giving us 2 new episodes this week. If not, I will definitely give you guys the recap. But make sure you guys are locked in with myself and my girl EJ the TV Junkie, where we are at Virtual Club Eating. Virtual Club Eating is always a vibe, y'all. Don't want to miss it. That's all I can say. And got some Yellowstone coming up for you guys. And make sure I'm going to drop later on tonight. I'm going to drop another video. It's just a replay of the conversation, the how to call it. I don't want to call it a love-making conversation, but it got intimate. It got deep. It got sexual, where we had Mr. Paul Anthony at 20 with 2111 Radio, and it was an amazing conversation, and I would love for you guys to check that out. That's all. That's it for me, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, and here we go with the one and only VACAY-JayTV. Let's go, Jay. What you got coming up?
Thank you again. Appreciate you, Tika. Shout out to Mo 69 Wazer. All right, fam. So what we got going on? Look. We are at the next phase. We are at the bottom of the 9th. All right. This is the end of the year. It's already December. So I put out a couple of videos on the Rode wireless microphone. Definitely check those out if you're interested in getting a really dope lapel mic, small mic. Definitely check those out. I went out in the field, did a lot of work for y'all. I appreciate y'all running up the Beauty in Black videos, so definitely keep running those up. I also put out the VACAY-Jay Coming to America celebration video. Definitely check that out if you're looking for some comedy. We had a great time. Thank you, ladies, for coming through with that. And yeah, we got a whole new podcast now. It's called The Podcaster Show. Definitely check that out. We're talking all things entertainment with my new squad, my new AI squad. Definitely check it out. Run those numbers up if you're into entertainment. We are getting ready and set for the family business New Orleans, so we're getting ready for that. 50 said, some things is coming out this December, so look out for the 50 Cent Action Network. So we're gonna cover whatever he's gonna put out. We're going to cover that. And we're still waiting for that Raising Kanan trailer. So that's supposed to come real soon, because if they're going to come out in January, then that means this month they should be dropping that trailer. Once they do that, you already know I'm either going to go live, I'm going to break it down in video. Get ready for that as well. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, fam. Let's keep this thing going. Thank you for celebrating my birthday. Again, we got a whole lot going on. Make sure you subscribe to everybody right here. All right. Appreciate y'all. It's your man VACAY-Jay. Until next time. Salute.
And last thing, y'all, and I really wasn't supposed to talk last, but I was going to let that be the end. But the Oval is coming back. Quit playing. January.
That's right.
We stepped in for the Oval. So
exactly.
Anybody want to chat, talk with the Oval, I'm here for it.
I dropped the teaser breakdown on that too. How could I forget? Thank you, Tika. I dropped the teaser breakdown. You guys are running it up. Keep running it up if you're into the Oval, because we will be back with the Oval in January. Guaranteed that's coming through.
That part. All right, y'all. We are out of here for real. You know, I ain't got no outro this time. We got a little music. Let's see if this vibe will come through.
You doing the jock then? You doing the young jock then? Hey, yo.
Anyway, y'all, we just acting crazy. We love having fun. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Shout out to the Marcus One. Shout out to my girl Candy Love. Shout out to there's a lot of y'all in these comments. We absolutely appreciate y'all. Thank you, Lawrence Support. We miss you. Thank you for coming through. And Pete Brunson, thank you for coming through as well. Y'all, Stephen McD, thank you for coming through. And with that being said, y'all have an amazing rest of y'all evening. All right. Stay ruthless, and as they said,
salute.